アメリカの宝くじで人生が一変した。そんな話を聞くと破産や不幸な結末ばかりが思い浮かぶかもしれません。でも実は宝くじで人生を良い方向に変えた人たちも確かに存在します。今回はアメリカの宝くじのリアルな仕組みとそのお金が人生を壊した人と支えた人の違いを見ていきます。
Congratulations to the IRS for winning $846 million of the $1.28 billion that the Illinois lottery winner got. $433 million after taxes. So that's right and wrong. The winner did get $430 million after taxes, but the government did not take 2/3. So what happens is when you win the lottery, there's two options. You can either get paid out every year on annuity over 30 years, or you can take a lump sum. And the winner took the lump sum. When you take the lump sum, which is what the winner did, you automatically forfeit 40%, and then you're taxed on the remainder at 37%. If you take the 30-year annuity, you do get the total over 30 years, but you're paying taxes on every one of the payouts over 30 years, so you adjust inflation. It's not as good of a deal as taking the lump sum. Although they did a smart move and took the money, they're still most likely going to end up going broke in a couple of years. They obviously spend lavishly, friends and family come after them asking for money, and they generally invest terribly in businesses. If you do win the lottery, take the lump sum, don't tell anybody, and remember to pay your taxes, or slide me 10%.
This is part 3 of talking about the lottery curse. So within these 2 years of winning the lottery, Hurt was divorced, he was broke. He got charged with murder because he had killed a 30-year-old woman in a fight over. Then we have Janet Lee, who won $18 million in 1993. By 2001, she only had $700 in 2 bank accounts and no cash on hand because she had filed for bankruptcy. This happened because of many reasons. She moved her family into $1 million home, was generous to a variety of causes, gave to politicians, education, and the community, but she wasn't earning as much as she was giving away. Then we have Billy Bob Harrell Jr., who won $31 million in 1997. So when he had won the lottery, he bought a ranch, a home, cars for several of his family members, and made tons of donations to churches in his area in Texas.
Shouldn't you be? You are one of the richest women in America. And also the reason you might be smiling is that unlike so many lottery winners, you've managed to hang on to your cash. How have you achieved this double miracle?
Prayer.
Simple as that. The power of prayer.
Yes.
Obviously,
it's always good to have a good financial advisor, too.
Yeah, we're going to come to more on how you managed to do this. Let's go back to when you won, because it's 2007. You'd had a pretty tough few years before. You became a foster mother to 5 nieces and nephews when your brother was tragically killed by a drunk driver, and you were really struggling. And then everything changed. You won $112 million in a California Mega Million lottery. That moment you knew you'd won, where were you and how did you hear?
I was having lunch with the kids, and I heard kind of secondhand through my dad. He had told me that I should probably check it because I didn't even check the numbers. And decided after a few days maybe I should. And it was us.
I love how happy you are. So many lottery winners end up miserable. You seem like one of the happiest people I've ever interviewed.
I choose to be happy. It's definitely a choice.
Now, for all those lottery contestants out there, obviously this huge amount of money tonight, somebody may walk away with $500 million nearly. What is the best advice you would give them? Obviously, you've done incredibly well to not squander the money, and you've done so much work for charity. You're one of the biggest philanthropists in America now. What is the advice you would give for people to win the lottery and stay happy?
I would tell them to live their life. Definitely, it would put them in a position to be charitable. That is a great thing to do because it also brings that same energy back to you. I'm a believer as you give, so shall you receive. So giving definitely helps. But also get a really good tax attorney and financial advisor. Someone that is reputable, that can help guide you along the way. Because it's going to change your tax bracket. It's going to change your life. And so you need to be prepared for those things too.
Well, listen, it's so good to speak to you and so nice to see somebody who's so happy, because you keep hearing these terrible stories about lottery winners whose lives end up miserable. Yours clearly has had the complete opposite effect. And Cynthia, congratulations. belatedly for the win
you.
and for managing to do so well with it. It's a great inspiration to anyone tonight who may suddenly become a billionaire.
That's my goal.
Oh, one last question. Have you bought a ticket for tonight?
Not yet. Not yet. I think I'm going to let one of my kids go buy it for it.
Love the fact you're still playing the lottery. That's my Cynthia.
Oh,
Cynthia Stafford, always
alrighty.
really good to talk to you. Thank you.
And now, apparently, you could use ChatGPT to win money on the lottery. Did y'all hear about this story? This lady from Michigan said she used ChatGPT to win $100,000 on Lotto. She decided to ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gave her the correct numbers. I think she said she got 4 out of 5 numbers and the Powerball. So she ended up winning $100,000. First off, let me say congratulations, Tammy. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray on winning your $100,000. However, Tammy, you fucked it up for the rest of us, Tammy. You fucked it up for the rest of us. Why did you tell them that you used ChatGPT to win your money on Lotto? Now what they're going to do is they're going to go in the system and they're going to change the algorithm, and the algorithm won't be able to tell us the correct winning numbers anymore, Tammy. Tammy, you could have said the numbers came to you in a dream, or you use your kid's birthday, or your parents' birthday, or your husband's birthday. You could have lied, Tammy. But you know what? I'm going to start using ChatGPT before they change it. Are y'all going to start using ChatGPT?
My parents won the lottery when I was 7. Let me tell you how that happened. So my parents owned a campground, yes, a place where you go camping. And my dad was just working in the campground one day, and a man walked up, one of the members of the campground, and said, "Hey, I'm going to the store, and I'm going to pick up some lottery tickets while I'm there. Does anybody want to put in?" And my dad threw in $5. And they came back with a bunch of lottery tickets, and there were 12 people in all that pitched in. So that night they pulled the lottery numbers, and one of the tickets won $12 million. So 12 people put in $12 million. This was 1992. Each couple, because it was all married couples, was going to get $1 million. And let's just say the party was good that night. There was a band playing, and they just kept playing, and we were loud, and the neighbors called the police, and the police came down, and we told the policeman, "We won the lottery." And he said, "Party on," and he left. Well, the next day we called the lottery commission, apparently, this is what I'm told, I was only 7, and found out that there was another winning ticket. So our 12 million winning got reduced quickly to 6 million. Despite that money changed our lives. It infused money into my parents' business, the campground. It paid for private school for me and my siblings. It paid for braces. It just allowed us to have an easier life. And it wasn't, after taxes, it wasn't a huge amount of money. It wasn't the $1 million we thought it was going to be, but it was life-changing. And I think I would be a different person today had my dad not thrown in that $5.
宝くじに当たったからといって、すべての人が不幸になるわけではありません。家族の生活を支え、教育や事業に投資し、人生を少しだけ楽にできた人も確かにいます。ただ一つ言えるのは、お金は幸せを作る道具にはなっても、それ自体が幸せを保証してくれるわけではない。ということ、使い方を間違えれば人生を壊し、使い方を考えれば人生を支えてくれる。宝くじとは、運ではなくその後の選択が試されるものなのかもしれません。もしあなたが当たったとしたら、そのお金でどんな未来を選びますか？コメント欄でご意見感想を書いていただけると幸いです。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。